Do you want to make musical requests for your beloved? Do you want to showcase your products and services? For all these and more, join us live every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. on The Sunday Show. The Sunday Show will give you opportunities weekly to know more about trending things and topical issues. The Sunday Show, your indispensable companion every weekend. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
On the news tonight, President Tinubu mourns the passing of former Chief of Staff. And Nigeria to host the first ever UNESCO International Media and Information Literacy Institute. A very good evening. Thank you for joining us on the 7 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullah Hajia. Let's begin from the presidency, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu expresses a sense of loss at the passing of Major General Abdullahi Mohammed Adangba, retired, a former Chief of Staff to Presidents Olusegun Obasanjo and Umaru Yar'Adua. General Mohammed, who died at the age of 86, left indelible marks on the nation's security architecture, particularly in the establishment of the National Security Organization, the precursor to the State Security Services, the National Intelligence Agency, and the Defense Intelligence Agency. He was also governor of the defunct Benue Plateau between 1975 and 1976. President Tinubu describes General Mohammed as a disciplined, loyal, and patriotic officer whose remarkable service to the nation spanned decades, marked by distinguished contributions to Nigeria's stability and governance. The president notes that General Mohammed brought to public service an uncommon sense of duty, order, humility, and integrity that left a lasting imprint on the institutions he served and the people who came into contact with him, particularly in the State House, where he was instrumental in shaping the workings of the presidency. He was a man of exemplary character who combined the precision of a soldier with the prudence of a statesman. His years in the State House were marked by humility, efficiency, and unwavering commitment to the Nigerian project, the president says. President Tinubu commiserates with the family, government, and people of Kwara State, the Nigerian Armed Forces, and all whom mourn this distinguished son of Nigeria. Now, Nigeria has secured the hosting rights of the first UNESCO Category 2 International Media and Information Literacy Institute. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, represented at the 43rd UNESCO General Conference in Samarkand in Uzbekistan, assured the global community that Nigeria will maintain its leading role sanitizing the media ecosystem and ensure that the world communicates to build bridges and not barriers. Saliu Abdullahi Gunara reports.
That the decision on this item will be taken without debate.
The diplomatic struggle that started in 2022 on the hosting right of the UNESCO Category 2 Institute has ended here.
It is proposed that we approve the designation of International Media and Information Literacy Institute in Abuja as an institute under the auspices of UNESCO Category 2 as recommended by the Executive Board in 222X Decision 19.9. Are there any comments? I see no comments, objections, so we approve this paragraph.
Through UNESCO, the world has shown resilience and unity to manage the evolving dangers of fake news. In order to walk the talk, the global organization has considered and approved the resolution of the 216th session of the Executive Board held in May 2023 after Nigeria has pledged to host the UNESCO Category 2 Institute.
We are all besieged by torrents of information where lines between facts and fiction are often deliberately blurred by misinformation, disinformation, and hate speech. These challenges respect no borders and threaten the very foundations of our democracies and social cohesion. The International Media and Information Literacy Institute has therefore been designed to serve as an international observatory for media and information literacy, a hub for research, policy dialogue, and capacity building.
Most importantly, what do we do? The next step. How are we going to judiciously guide, protect, and maintain this institute, not just for the benefit of Nigeria, but also the worldwide, because this is an international institute, the first of its kind to be established. I remember the first time we submitted the bill, we had problem with some of our fellow African countries. I don't want to mention names. It was like a fight, but Nigeria is strong. Nigeria is resilient.
And for the UNESCO to have this kind of confidence to locate this institution in Nigeria is a step forward in at least presenting Nigeria in good light.
Our own side will try as much as possible. I will give the process a legislative backing to ensure that everything that needed to be done done with the light of speed.
And we're going to engage Nigerians to work in the institute. Number two, international community will be flying into Nigeria. Members of the international will be flying into Nigeria. They will be hosted in Nigeria. They will buy our food. They will stay in our hotels to learn, to study, to be certified by this institute. What can be better than this for us?
The stage is set for the launch of the institute in Abuja in February 2026. The 3-year battle has come to an end, and this means Nigeria now has more teeth, not only to bite, but to chew and solve the menace of fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. From Samarkand in Uzbekistan, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
And back home, the National Youth Service Corps NYC is introducing stricter measures to ensure that only eligible prospective youth corps members participating in the mobilization process Director General of the NYC, Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu, at the 2025 Batch C pre-mobilization workshop for Students Affairs Officers of Nigerian co-producing institutions in Abuja, noted that the scheme will utilize reliable data, which is the foundation upon which transparency and public trust are built. Olain Kaujo has details.
Every year, more than 300,000 eligible graduates with tertiary education are mobilized for the one-year mandatory national call to service from 417 core-producing institutions in Nigeria, with data integrity and fraudulent uploads of unqualified candidates by some core-producing institutions. These issues, ranging from data manipulation and identity fraud to inconsistent data from core-producing institutions, as well as weak interagency data linkages, are at the heart of this workshop.
The integrity of our data is not just a technical challenge. It has far-reaching implications for the personal and professional futures of our youth.
The NYSC Director General emphasized that the scheme will continue to apply sanctions wherever such unethical practices are discovered.
We have strengthened our digital defenses and continue to invest in protecting the scheme's online assets.
For the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB), about 15,000 candidates involved in the falsification of admission letters to qualify for National Youth Service Corps scheme and some of their accomplices have been uncovered.
All certificates must carry 3 things now. All documents must carry date of birth, your picture, and NIN. Because these are the things being manipulated.
It is a deliberate quality assurance system that the federal government is hoping to entrench.
The theme of the workshop is Enhancing Data Integrity for Credible Mobilization for National Service in Contemporary Times. Olayinka Ojo, NTA News.
The Alumni Association of Nasarawa State University KFI has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's people-oriented policies while reiterating unwavering commitment towards supporting his re-election bid in 2027. President of the association, Barrister Nuhu Egia, stated this in Abuja when he led his members on a solidarity visit to the liaison officer to the President, Ambassador Yakubu Musa. Blessed and Fulani brings us details.
The solidarity visit to the presidential liaison officer, Ambassador Yakubu Musa, and alumni of Nasarawa State University KFI, according to the president of the association, Barrister Nuhu Ega, is aimed at soliciting his support towards the growth and development of their alma mater, as well as to pledge support for the re-election bid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Ambassador Yakubu Musa is one of our good leaders. As a student then, very intelligent from the political science department, and today God have raised him and exalted him that is always behind the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Ambassador Yakubu Musa assured the association of his collaborative effort towards developing Nasarawa State University KFI, appreciating their acknowledgement of the renewed hope policies of the President.
I'm highly overwhelmed seeing my people from my university, the university I cherished most in my entire life, visiting me today. It's a team of joy. I'm so happy and I'm highly honored and humbled. Whatever is within my power to do to better my university, I will do it.
The icing on the cake was the Award of Excellence bestowed on the Protocol Liaison Officer, Ambassador Musa. Blessing Mfulani, NTA News.
Let's talk security now. The Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory Command, has urged residents to promptly report criminal activities within their communities, assuring that the police are fully prepared to intensify efforts in combating crime across the FCT. He made the remarks while speaking on NTA security check program called the Police. Charity Zaka reports.
No society is entirely free from crime, hence the presence of the police remains vital in maintaining law and order across the state. In line with this, the Commissioner of Police FCT Command Milad Antawe has hit the ground running, engaging key stakeholders and emphasizing the importance of collective effort in tackling insecurity within the Federal Capital Territory.
Very recent, if you notice, our pin down points, our stop and start points have been very robust. I have personally gone out at very odd hours to keep the men on their toes and make sure that they patrol, they conduct robust stop and search on those vehicles. We are likely going to achieve results.
He assured residents that ongoing strategic operations are already yielding positive results, adding that the force is committed to sustaining its effort towards a safer and more peaceful FCT. The Commissioner further encouraged residents not to hesitate in reporting any suspicious or criminal activities through the following emergency lines.
When you see something, please say something. Any suspicious movement they see, they should please quickly call the security numbers I'm going to pass on to them. Call numbers. Please, we have 0803 200 3913. The second one is 080 61 58 1938. The third one will be 0705 733 7653.
Charity Zakka, NTA.
The incessant cases of building collapse in Nigeria is one too many that experts have continued to look for solution. In this special report, Kama looks at this issue and now reports.
Another building down, another community shattered in seconds. What was meant to be a dream home or workplace becomes a graveyard of broken homes. For years, the pattern has remained unchanged. A new structure rises only to crumble under the weight of poor standards and systematic failure. Our findings reveal a disturbing reality: negligence, substandard materials, and a dangerous culture of cutting corners. Experts insist the red flags are always visible: weak foundation, unqualified contractors, and disregard for approved designs.
It is not great. I think the authority should be able to deal with it. But once the percentage is higher, when the percentage is higher, then it means it should be everybody's concern while we are building collapse. I don't think when I ask you off the camera is to say how many do we have here and there. Yes, concern people getting killed if the properties are not properly built or they don't have approval and they say go ahead and build.
I don't want to use the word bribe, but if the bodies can do their work and don't collect bribe for these issues not to happen, because when you come to a site and you're being sorted out, right, you don't have any business going back there to do the job you're supposed to do. Do your jobs.
We are here at Apo District, where some buildings was flagged for flaunting its approval plans. A stop work order was issued weeks ago over glaring structural defects. Yet, work continued here. Until disaster struck, the story is not unique. Across Abuja and other cities, developers routely defy regulations, sometimes aided by compromised officials, while innocent citizens pay the price. The Nigerian Engineering Commission has a mandate to safeguard structural integrity nationwide, but questions remain. Are its enforcement power strong enough? Can the system curb the tide of corruption and negligence fueling this preventable disaster?
When I see, a seeming condemnation of all engineers in Nigeria, I don't feel happy, and all of us are not feeling happy. And our hands are tight. We are constrained to be able to jump and deliver on what we promised the nation we can. But in the subject matter we are discussing, construction industry, the builders, the architects, the quantity surveyors, the town planners, the surveyors, if we join hands, we work together, we will stop all this incessant embarrassment in our country called building collapse.
Until transparency, accountability, and strict enforcement become the norm, Nigerians will continue to live under the shadow of unsafe buildings.
Let's talk sports now. Football followers have a couple of matches towards in the UEFA Champions League tonight. For other sports stories, let's join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
The Confederation of African Football (CAF) has confirmed that the Women's Africa Cup of Nations will expand from 12 to 16 teams, starting with the 2026 edition in Morocco. CAF said the change aims to enhance competitiveness and promote women's football across the continent. 4 additional teams, based on the FIFA Women World Rankings, will join the 12 that already qualified, including Morocco, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, and Zambia. Meanwhile, in the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League, Rivers United of Nigeria and Power Dynamos Zambia were drawn in a tough Group A with Pyramids FC, Egypt, and RS Berkane, Morocco. The draw held in Johannesburg also features heavyweights like Al Ahly, Mamelodi Sundowns, and AS FAR, setting up one of the most competitive group stages in recent years. Lastly, ahead of AFCON 2025, Tunisia coach Sami Trabelsi has acknowledged Nigeria's quality and the improving standards of Tanzania and Uganda, who share Group C with the 2024 champions. He said Nigeria's European-based stars make them strong contenders, while Tanzania's Ali Samata and Uganda's growing consistency could make the group one of the tournament's most unpredictable. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dugo, NTA News.
Thank you for watching the news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja at 7. Up next is the translations. I am Abdullah Hajia. Good evening.
azaba jilo ba ye ba ti ba we yuze kwen kwa we wona na iwo abada zaza isha daje zuma woni ye wa go ba ngai alaluma te shubayin e kitiko da Bola Ahmed Tinubu woku gbanwu onto onsanjibo wada kaudanya be General Abdullahi Mohammed Adangba no woni be jin gabie no wada kauda sepa no oye Olusegun Obasanjo bedo yar adua behin ki ye tukodain General Mohammed wafi no oye shi moimo chetan no nhwe manan yashi no ata zamu ontu nwo otun manan bo nwo bejin wo yin no osa nwo be wewe no azagu sepain ki Nigeria kola ogbogwa onko no ba yin kwa go yeji bedogun ize patanya no ba na shi aba awelo no abeda sepain Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara wona leshe ba webe na bedai wa ga minister no abeda sepa ba ni jimba ga aza ayokan ya no agwamnatu atutun Mohammed Idris woni dade nsai no eji chei no massacred onko ni filo no Uzbekistan kin wen gaga kin kwen ko ba godiya gabie manajin ko ga aza ayokan ya antuko tunu abedabo no mbeda begbe ge kinye bejin ko mi aza neji ama tige ko mi aza mimiyan bedogun ayepezan ba nagbanya Nasarawa kinya no kono mi filo no nkefi ba kusa barkaci kin tugoda Bola Ahmed Tinubu no mputai nwoche lalo ntu no abeyi yepezan bo bedogun ko dabeda ngbe kun osun kun ya nge ko mbache na mwana nanelo we ga tugoda wache no jezezebe nwewe jezebe we godia wo beyi ni yeye nshoko wayen blessing dan fulani wona le sheba we be na bedai wa ganga gabie bedogun ya na yo barrister nuhu eja woni dade na sai no bedogun ko na wado ko le ngabi no ba do aba woni jitun lo kitugodai we shi aba we entukotu Nasarawa kin beyin na yiwo ambassador Yakubu Musa yin ambassador Yakubu Musa wa ganga agma dawolo ntu nwazabo mbaku beyin wen bache na mona loge be mana dedere no ayeko Nasarawa kin na yepe zan ba yeko yin ba shin koga maje ababa bwa wole lainu saisu
ẹ kálẹ́ o ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ́yìn láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún làbújá ọláyínká adéníjì ni oníròyìn yín. ààrẹ bọ́lá ahmed tinubu ti ṣèbánikẹ́dùn lórí ìpapòdà ajagunfẹ̀yìntì abdullahi muhammed adangba tó ti fìgbà kan jẹ́ olórí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fún ààrẹ olúṣẹ́gun ọbásanjọ́ àti umaru yar'adua. ajagunfẹ̀yìntì muhammed jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀rìndínláàádọ́rùn-ún nígbà tó papòdà. ó sì ti jẹ́ ọ̀gá àgbà tó láàmìlaka lórí ètò ààbò lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà. nígbà kan náà ló tún jẹ́ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ benue plateau láàrin ọdún 1975 sí 1976. ààrẹ tinubu ṣàpèjúwe ọkùnrin yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí oníwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ olóòótọ́ àti akíkanjú ológun tí irúfẹ́ rẹ̀ ṣọ̀wọ́n lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. ní báyìí o orílẹ̀‐èdè